Deep in the forest of Connecticut lies a place so cursed it was erased from maps, a town where families went mad, where neighbors vanished, and where tragedy followed anyone who dared to live there. Locals say even the birds won't sing above its trees. They call it Dudleytown, America's village of the damned, and those who enter don't always come back the same. Tonight, we walk into the shadows of Dudleytown, but be warned, this isn't just a ghost story. It's a curse that has left generations haunted by death, despair, and something far darker than history is willing to admit. Dudleytown sits in the heart of Cornwall, Connecticut, hidden by dense forest and steep hills. In the 1740s, English families began to settle the area, hoping to build quiet lives as farmers. Among them were the Dudley family, a name that would soon be spoken with fear. According to legend, the Dudleys carried a curse. Their ancestors in England were accused of treason and executed. Some whispered that the family had been marked, that death and madness would follow their bloodline wherever they went. And when they arrived in America, the curse followed. The land itself seemed against them. The soil was rocky, the growing season short. Crops failed, livestock died, and families began to struggle. But misfortune wasn't limited to farming. Soon, darker events began to unfold. Stories of tragedy spread quickly. Abel Dudley, one of the earliest settlers, reportedly lost his entire fortune and slipped into madness. He was cared for by neighbors until his death, babbling about shadows in the woods. A Dudleytown woman was said to have gone insane after lightning struck her home, leaving her muttering of strange voices that called from the trees. Another family suffered a horrific loss when their child vanished in the woods, never to be found. As decades passed, more settlers arrived, but so did more deaths. One of the most chilling stories was that of Horace Greeley's wife, Mary Cheney. Greeley would go on to become a famous newspaper editor and presidential candidate, but his wife was born and raised near Dudleytown. After battling depression, she took her own life. Locals whispered the curse had claimed her. By the mid-1800s, the town was in decline. Farms were abandoned. Families left. The forest began swallowing the settlement whole. And those who stayed often met terrible fates. Visitors and historians alike tell of sudden vanishings and violent deaths in Dudleytown. A man was found hanged in his barn under mysterious circumstances. Another resident reportedly wandered into the woods and never returned. A respected physician, Dr. William Clark, built a home there in the early 1900s. He returned from a trip to find his wife had gone mad, speaking of terrifying creatures she saw in the woods before taking her own life. By the early 20th century, Dudleytown was a ghost town. The forest reclaimed its streets and homes. Stone foundations still remain, cracked, broken, hidden beneath vines and shadows. But the curse never left. Though officially off limits today, private property guarded to keep trespassers out, thrill seekers and paranormal investigators have still tried to enter. Many come back shaken. Some report hearing whispers in the trees. Others say they feel a sudden choking dread, like something unseen is pressing down on their chest. There are stories of dark figures moving silently between the ruins. Cameras fail, batteries drain, compasses spin wildly. Even skeptics admit there's something unsettling about Dudleytown. Locals insist the woods feel wrong, as if the land itself wants to keep people away. Skeptics argue the curse is nothing more than folklore, a mix of real tragedies, superstition, and the natural decay of an isolated town. They point out that poverty, disease, and harsh farming conditions could easily explain the settlement's collapse. But believers insist too many horrors follow the Dudleys for it to be coincidence. And what's perhaps most disturbing is that the stories haven't stopped. Modern-day visitors to the surrounding forest still claim to feel the presence of something dark. Some say the land is hungry. Others say it's cursed beyond repair. Today, Dudleytown is often called the village of the damned. Its ruins remain hidden, its history tangled in myth and truth. But whether the curse is real or born from fear, one thing is certain. Dudleytown's shadow still lingers. A cursed family, a town erased, and a forest that refuses to give up its dead. Dudleytown may no longer appear on a map, but the stories remain. And the question lingers, would you dare walk those woods? knowing what waits inside. So what do you think? Is Dudleytown truly cursed or just a chilling tale born from tragedy? Let us know in the comments. And if you're brave enough to keep walking with us into the dark, subscribe to The Shadow Tells, because the next story might be waiting for you.